I can't get enough. I have made the decision that I am going to be purchasing a sticker cutting machine. The question is, which one? Hello everyone and welcome to a new studio vlog. I've spent this morning working for Make Believe Ideas. I've done lots of illustrating, lots of designing, and in all honesty, I kind of lost track of time. It was about 1:30 before I realised that I probably should take a lunch break. My husband Pedro went out with some friends last night and they went to a sushi restaurant, and so he brought me back loads of sushi to have for lunch. And oh, it was so good. It was just what I fancied. I feel like I've been spoilt rotten the past few weeks. It was Mother's Day on Sunday and I had a really lovely day. Pedro has organised for us both to go and see My Neighbour Totoro in London, like the stage show. I'm really excited. And not only that, but we're going to kind of make a day of it because it's very rare that we get to spend any time together, in all honesty. And essentially just kind of pretend that we're back in Japan for the day. We are going to go to our favourite ramen restaurant. We're going to go, obviously, to see the show. Shops that sell like Japanese merch or, you know, like blind box situations. So I'm not sure if I'll record anything of that when I do go, but I definitely will be recording anything that I bring back with me. But that's for in a few weeks. This weekend is actually my birthday on Sunday. I went into the office at Make Believe Ideas yesterday and my work friends organised like a couple of bits for me. All afternoon I could smell something delicious, and I actually was thinking like, who is that smells so good? Because it's such an amazing scent. And then I realised it was coming from the gift bag and thought, oh, maybe this is like a food thing. I should probably have a little look. And it had like lots of lovely confetti covering the treats that lay inside. And I realised it wasn't a food thing after all. That's two gorgeous smelling candles. Oh my God, I can't get enough. She got me a rhubarb one. Kind of smells a bit like sweets. So if you like sweets, like this. But the nectarine one, it smells legitimately like a real nectarine. Oh, it's so good. So I've kept those on my desk. I haven't even lit them and it's just making the room smell amazing. I got something that isn't a birthday gift, but a lovely surprise all the same. I received an author copy. Look how cool this is. Now, I didn't actually know that this had been done. It just sort of turned up as an illustrator's author copy. These illustrations I had done a while back for Make Believe Ideas, and they didn't actually go anywhere, but then they were reused for this particular project. Now this set is for Sam's Club, which I believe is a US brand. But it just feels so nice and heavy duty. It's the back, and we've got some really cute characters there. It's got some highlighters in all different colours, and they look like, you know, little bears. I mean, have I made it now in life? My characters are on erasers, guys. Very sweet. And some cat burger post-its. The set also comes with these adorable little pens. Oh my gosh. And I've never seen these before, but these are like, they're pens with a roller ball on them. I don't know if you can see that, but it's like, don't focus on me. It's like the ink gets picked up by that, and then it does like a zigzaggedy line. I don't really have a thing to test it on. Oh, well, I kind of do, because I've got the notebooks that come with it. So cute. So you literally just like draw with it like a pen, and it, look, it's like a wavy line. So cool. But the most exciting thing in this set is a fluffy rainbow journal with a squashy cat strawberry in the middle. Are you kidding me? like every few pages there's a different illustration. So there's like, I don't know if you can see, there's like a little donut bear, there's cats and teapots. I'm just so pleased with this. And I didn't even know it existed. So that was really nice to receive yesterday. I haven't done any more things to do with my small business since the last vlog. I have gone down a huge rabbit hole of looking at sticker cutting machines. If you watched my last vlog, you would have seen me debating whether it was worth me outsourcing my sticker sheets and die cut stickers. I have made the decision that I am going to be purchasing a sticker cutting machine. The question is, which one? I used to own a Cricut machine. More on that in the last vlog. I actually posted it out on my social media to ask people's opinions, because I'm guessing that a lot of people who follow me may own their own small businesses, or at least are hobbyists in some way. I was looking into the Silhouette Cameo 5. The only reason why I hadn't looked into a Silhouette machine before is because I've heard they were really, really noisy, and the Cricut machine used to wind me up. So if the Silhouette was even louder, I don't think that would be a good fit for me. But apparently the Silhouette 5 is much quieter. So I was kind of asking people's opinions on that, but then so many people came back and suggested a machine that I have never heard of before, called the Sizer Juliet. I was thinking that the Silhouette would have been a big investment, but the Juliet is like double the price. However, with these things, you probably get what you pay for. So I've gone down this huge rabbit hole of looking into reviews, into illustrators who may use them for their sticker cutting needs. I think the final nail in the coffin was that I was having like almost like an existential crisis worrying about what to do when Paloma from Paloma the Peach, she uploaded a video using her Juliet. It's so weird that I'd never even heard of this machine, and I guess it's like one of those things where if you are suddenly aware of something, then it appears everywhere. That's definitely happened for this machine, and it seems to be that everybody who has got this machine, at least the people that were telling me about it, they don't have any regrets, whereas they may have used the Silhouette machine before, or indeed a Cricut machine, and had lots of regrets with that. In saying that, there were lots of people who had good things to say about Silhouette. There were also people who had good things to say about the Cricut. I do tend to almost overanalyze these things a lot because I'm so nervous about making the wrong decision. Talking of overanalyzing, I literally just this morning wrote out a big pros and cons list for each machine. The pros list for the Sizer is essentially that it's quieter, is more durable, more accurate, essentially just better in every way. But the cons is that it's expensive. The pros list for Silhouette, it's cheaper. It's easier to obtain. When I was looking at the Juliet, there's only a few places in the UK at least that I could actually find that did it, and those that did it, like say for example Hobbycraft, it's out of stock. So that kind of is a bit of a concern to me, but then maybe it's out of stock because everybody's getting it. Please tell me if you have any opinions on this, if you've tried both or if you sort of know someone who has. I really appreciate your input if you have any. Now for the rest of this lunchtime, I have some orders to pack. I've actually sold another Hilda, So these are fast selling out. That makes 15 left now. This particular one is on its way to Germany, so that's really exciting. While I packed this order, I thought I would talk to you about why I came to the decision that getting my own sticker cutting machine would be a better idea than outsourcing. The reason why I switched to outsourcing in the first place was because my Cricut machine failed on me twice. I was having some really bad issues with them. Turned out to be a factory error both times, but the second time I was out of warranty, so essentially I was just left with a machine that couldn't do the job, and quite frankly quite scarred from the experience, enough to put me off getting another one or anything similar at the time. However, my stickers were still selling really well and I really enjoyed creating them. Fast forward to now, there's been a very long gap with me having 2 children in the meantime. I haven't come up with many new sticker sheet designs during that time, but I do intend with this whole business rebrand to really put a focus onto things like sticker sheets, washi tapes, stationery in general, alongside the prints. So for things like washi tapes and potentially like enamel pins, that kind of thing, I'm going to be outsourcing those products. So the more that I can do in-house, the better. I want my whole packaging to really scream out my brand as well. So the ability to just do like some branding stickers, that kind of thing, with my own sticker cutting machine in-house, I think would be really beneficial. So for example, where I'm packing things into a postal tube right now, I don't have any branding on the outside of this packaging. I already have a really good printer that quite frankly is sat here for when we have like birthday gifts and we want to like print out a family photo or something. That's what you're sitting on right now, is a beautiful Epson printer. It's an Epson XP960 and I invested in that alongside the sticker cutting machine, but the half of the investment that did pay off is literally just sat here now, and I don't intend to print my prints in-house. I do enjoy having those giclée printed. I like to have a sort of more premium feel to my prints if I'm selling them. Potentially if I have like some kind of like smaller postcard prints and things, then I would include those and print those at home. But the prints that I sell on my shop are currently giclée printed, and I am really happy with that. I've never had any complaints on my prints at all. Lots of 5-star reviews, and I want to keep that. So I've got a good thing going there with the manufacturer that I use. So anything that I can keep in-house I think would be a really good thing. And as I say, it's not just for the things that I'm selling, but also for packaging as well. I think it would be a really good investment. I still can't believe that we've only got, well, after this one, 15 of these beautiful Hilda prints left. And I also can't believe I'm not going to be restocking them after they sell out, because they've been on my shop for years now and they've been such a good seller. I mean, look at the real crisp print there. And it's right to the edge of the page. The paper stock that it's printed on is just really nice and heavy duty. The colours are so vibrant. So I actually do this particular print in A5 and A4. This is the A5 one, but as you can see, the colours just pop so much. It's almost like neon. That pink there is like such a hot pink, like magenta pink, and the yellow is almost neon. It's so bright. I'm still really proud of this print, and a part of me wants to keep this like A5 one for myself. I think it's quite nice to keep some of my prints. This A3 Hilda, I have actually got it framed somewhere and I'm planning to put it up in my daughter's bedroom. I know the reflection is really annoying. You can probably just see sort of Spider-Man reflected in it, but how cool does that look framed? with the decision made that I am going to be getting some kind of sticker cutting machine, date TBC. I want to do some more die cut sticker designs to go in this first collection. I feel like now I've made that decision, I'm able to think a little bit more clearly and more creatively. It's like my left brain kind of like took over for a hot minute there. But for now, I am going to continue working on my book that I'm doing for Make Believe Ideas, and that'll be me for the rest of the afternoon. Good morning everybody. It is now Saturday the 5th of April and Pedro has taken both children out of the house this morning to various classes, so I have some time to myself. I've managed to have a shower, have my breakfast, clean the house a little bit, and now it is time to clean the studio. So I've been a little bit more prepared this week in what I'm going to do with this pocket of time, and I decided that instead of actually creating some artwork, I think I need to just tidy my studio space a little bit and have a bit of an organise. I do often find that if I am trying to make some like big decisions in my life, like for example whether to outsource or get a sticker cutting machine, just having a tidy workspace can kind of help me formulate a bit of a decision. I think I'm nearly there with the decision and I'm a bit scared of the decision that I'm making. That's probably what's holding me back. There's something I wanted to talk about this morning, and I was just like thinking about this while I was pottering around the house. Where most people, when it comes to like a new year, they might sort of set themselves resolutions. I know I definitely did at the start of this year. I actually did a video on it where I didn't really do resolutions, but I've sort of set myself some goals for the year, which I think is a great thing. It kind of has that nice sort of push, a bit of a springboard to go off of, if you will. I find winter so difficult. I find it really hard to get that motivation going, and as soon as some sunlight appears, I suddenly have this like energy about me, I guess. I am a blossoming tree. That's a really weird thing to say. As soon as like the blossom starts appearing on the trees and the daffodils start springing from the ground, I kind of feel a little bit more motivated to do things. So I thought I would do a little bit of a spring clean in the studio this morning. Clean my area, make things nice and fresh. I've got my Mr. Sheen and my Star Drops window cleaner. Not sponsored. It hasn't had a clean in quite a while actually, which is pretty gross. I do tend to once a week just give it a once over, but I think it needs like a proper reorganise, take things off the shelves, give everything a nice wipe down, maybe like change up my workspace a little bit so that when I'm sat at my desk on Tuesday afternoon, I will feel a little bit more motivated, I guess. Things feel a little bit stagnant at the minute, so it'd be nice to sort of freshen things up. So let's get on with it, shall we? I need to put some music on. Clear workspace. Wonder how long this is going to last. I got from Japan. This one I actually got from Top Drawer though. I've got my pin display, and I've finally put my pickled pin on here from Sarah from the Sugar Bell. I've emptied this out, so I've now just got my cutting mat in there and my Posca pens. And I've got my highlighters and like everyday pens, little sort of trinkets bit with like hand cream in it. I've now got a shelf that I've just put my journal on and just a couple of these little doggies. They were from a gachapon machine from Japan. I've got my pencil cases here. Let me turn them around actually. There we go. And then I can put something there. And then I've got a few little trinkets. This one, I remember having an entrance exam to my school when I was going into year 4, and my mum bought me that, so this is very special to me. Winnie the Pooh, for obvious reasons. This is from Gefalonia when we went. I'll put these here for now just because I don't know where else to put them. Shall I show you the bookshelf? As you can see behind us, we've got our bookshelf. Comic books, art books, and then I've got so many author copies from work. Obviously, I've just put my Sarah Grey things there for now because I couldn't think of where else to put them. But yeah, author copies, I really need to organise all of this at another day. And got a lovely picture book selection of things that inspire me. These are all author copies. Hello Pikachu! This was like me earlier when I was trying to like carry all those half-finished sketchbooks that I found. I think me and Pedro are very opposite in the way of how we get inspired. Pedro gets inspired by having like everything in his face everywhere, so like having all his action figures on his desk. You can kind of see the difference from this view here. This is Pedro's desk on this side, and every single shelf is packed to the brim with action figures and trading cards and all sorts. And this is my side where I just have like a select few pieces that I kind of put on rotation. I've probably only got about 5 minutes left before Pedro comes back with the children, and I do believe that my daughter will probably need a nap before we go to the zoo, which is really exciting. We're kind of doing that as part of my birthday weekend. So yes, I'm going to just like quickly hoover and maybe clean the window as well if I have time. And yeah, I'm really happy with this progress. I'm really excited to sit at my desk next week and work. I think just having that fresh, clean space is good for the soul. Please excuse my nasally voice, I'm getting over the flu. I just wanted to end this video on a little time lapse from my digital sketchbook to give you a little sneak peek of what I've been working on. I'm playing with some ideas of mochi and dumpling interacting with food, or even being on food packaging themselves, but more of this in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.